a very special Veterans Day edition of the NBA on 2K Sports. I'm Kevin Harlan alongside Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. From the sideline, our Hall of Famer, David Aldridge. We've got the Atlanta Hawks taking on the Los Angeles Lakers. So Atlanta will get the first possession. All fueled up and ready to go. Brought to you by Gatorade. Let's check out who's on the floor. On the court for Atlanta. Over on the wings, it's Bazemore and Prince. Then it's Young. Then it's Alex Len. And for Trae Young, it's a little unfair that he's already being compared to Steph Curry.
Scouts are always going to look for comparisons. And I'm not saying Young is Curry, but many of the strengths and weaknesses are similar. The size and athleticism, the insane range, and both have that it factor.
Here's Young following the basket by LeBron James. Land against McGee. Inside and stolen by Bazemore. About 1 minute into the first quarter. Spellman nails the wide open jump shot.
Working the in-between area, the kind of look that can get you into a rhythm early.
Yeah, and I think all credit goes to that being just good offense. I mean, those are the kind of shots they want, and they got it.
Bucket is good.
Nice way to start the evening. His numbers getting calls, and for good reason.
Well, you know, Greg, they can count on him to get buckets. I mean, he's getting the ball because he's very efficient when he has it.
And the regular season officially begins. Most rookies around the league, Clark, will have their eyes wide open. I mean, wow, what an eye-opening experience to play with this speed, this talent. How nervous were you going back to that time in your life? How nervous were you on opening night?
Very nervous, really excited, but there were some butterflies that I had to work really hard at trying to get them to fly in formation because they were all over the place, Kevin. But ultimately, once you get out there and you break that first sweat or you get that first hit or bucket, then it simply becomes basketball. But prior to that, pregame meal, your nap before the game, the butterflies are doing their own thing.
Good on the second free throw. And Clark, a lot of great names to choose from, but who would you pick for your greatest Laker ever?
Wow, that's always tough when you have such a robust list, Kevin. I always start with Kareem whenever he's in the conversation because that guy was my idol as I grew up watching the game. So Kareem is there, Magic, Wilt, Shaq, Elgin, and Jerry West, and Kobe. That's too many, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. Some great names there, though, Clark. You're right. Hard to pick just one. Now about 2 minutes gone here in the first quarter. To the inside. McGee's shot is off.
A highlight reel play all the way, just can't connect.
I thought the pass looked good and just came up a skosh short, but I like the initiative and the intention. Not a lot going his way. Everything he's shooting is just off the mark. I mean, somehow he's got to figure out a way to turn it around.
Now here's LeBron. He had 25 points in the win against the Kings in Sacramento. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Los Angeles needs to get off a shot here. Ball with the bucket.
Well, I tell you what, Ball doing a nice job using his size down in the post, rising up above his defender to get that one to go down.
Young passes to Prince. And here's Len. The Hawks working the ball around. Prince kicks to Young. Goes up on the wing. He can't get that one to fall. So Los Angeles will take it the other way.
And he's been way off the mark this quarter. It's been ugly.
Taking on everybody, all comers. Kuzma's very aggressive, and he's used to getting hit on the way up. Plays well through contact.
Now here's Prince. And stolen by James. Down low, and 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact. It's going to be on Trae Young.
2 shots, foul, 2.
And you look at Lonzo Ball, and mostly his offense stands out. But you know what, Clark? He is a strong defensive player as well.
Yeah, he really is. I mean, he's got a nice combination, Kevin, of strength and length, which allows him to stay in front and disrupt opposing players. Really good instincts on and off the ball, which I think is why he's able to come up with blocks and steals from his position. I don't think he gets enough credit for how good he is at the defensive end.
That's good from Ball.
Always got to keep an eye on the ball. No pun intended. He's a guy that can do a little bit of everything. A triple-double threat every game.
He doesn't get the second one.
Wasn't the easiest of rookie years last season for Lonzo Ball. Came in with a lot of hype and high expectations. Yet, you got to keep big picture in mind. Overall, a solid start to his career, and he showed why he is viewed as such a promising prospect. Can't give up on this kid yet.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
Ingram outside. And the foul on Kent Bazemore. That's his first foul. And stolen by Prince. Young against Ball. And it's JaVale McGee with the foul. That's his first foul. And Clark, of course, with Ball, so much attention is paid to him because of all these outside distractions.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, he came in with a huge amount of scrutiny. Played at UCLA from California, highly touted. Quite impressive that he handled himself the way he did with that kind of media scrutiny. He's got the ability, though, I think, to be an outstanding playmaker as he develops in this league.
Now the pass to Kuzma. Back to Ball. Kicks it to James. Passes to Kuzma. James trying to free himself up. And Kuzma with the basket on the assist by James.
And I'll tell you what, guys, I think that's the best part of James's game. And he's got a lot of good parts, but his vision is otherworldly.
Back to Young. Here's Len. That shot, no good. So Los Angeles will take it the other way. And this matchup with the Hawks, it's their first meeting of the season.
An interconference matchup. They faced these guys twice a season, and last year they took both games.
Two teams in the bottom of the East and West, as you said. These regular season victories count for more. Both hungry for a win tonight.
And the length and wingspan of Brandon Ingram gives him, Clark, so many advantages on the court.
Yeah, it's actually what GMs and coaches like to see. His reach and size comparable to guys like KD and Giannis. Bothers shots on defense, and he can actually get his shot whenever he wants to. Because of his length, his upside as a player on both ends, I think, is what's exciting for the Lakers.
And the first one drops.
And Ingram, the former Blue Devil, an extraordinary player who only promises to get better and better.
And he makes both free throws. Well, Greg, for Atlanta, it was out with the old and in with the new for the point guard position for the Hawks.
And Hawks were able to trade down and still get the guy they wanted in Young. See him as an impact guard to build around for the future. Had to move Schroeder to free up space for Young, but this team now has a clear core to build around.
Man, it's so good to see LeBron James rise up with confidence from deep. That's a part of his game that he continues to improve on, and it's actually become quite efficient.
Now, here is Young. Spellman, that one a little long. Kuzma inside, and it's good for two.
Timeout.
Kuzma's got 7.
This is as good as it gets for a first quarter in terms of shooting the basketball.
Greg, you're exactly right. I mean, everything seems to be dropping. Impressive scoring here.
And now the first timeout called here for the Hawks. And what a draft day steal for the Lakers, who were able to get Kyle Kuzma, who had been drafted 27th overall.
Yeah, Kuzma came into the league far more polished than anyone expected, and you have to credit the young man's hard work and how he was able to make such a big splash that rookie year. And with how hard he works, Kuzma is going to be an impactful player in this league for a long time.
6 to shoot. Ball against Young. He gets that one.
With that now, only 2 of 7 to start the game. Not the start he was hoping for.
Ball with it, and Young picks him up defensively. And stolen by Prince. Oh, and here comes Prince all alone. Young outside. Len passes to Prince. His shot is good, making him a perfect 2 for 2 from the floor.
Got to be happy with the result, moving the ball so well on that possession. Beautiful.
Chandler outside. Ingram left side. Takes the 13-footer. Second shot opportunity, and Chandler lays it in.
They've been beating them to a lot of those loose balls and rebounds here to start.
Yeah, the half and half balls are going their way, and that's really a function of effort and intensity. You know, the ball doesn't discriminate. Whoever goes and gets it, that's who owns it. Resplendent release on the floater. When executed correctly, it's a beautiful, effective shot.
Here's James, and the dunk by James.
And LeBron is a force rolling to the rim. When he's diving inside, he's looking for the punch.
The Hawks trail by 5. And Young kicks to Len. Prince outside. Kuzma pulls it in. Kuzma's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Pass the ball. Lays it up off the glass. Ball's got his second basket of the night.
Boy, really solid passer at his position. Kuzma is all about doing what's best for the team.
Young outside. Nice ball movement here by Atlanta. Back to Prince. Shot clock at 5. From deep three-point range. Spellman. His three-pointer's off the mark. And here's the Lakers. They're on a 16-6 run. Kuzma can't get it to go. The Hawks trail by 7. And it's Prince penetrating. He drains it from the right block. Prince has got 6.
Yeah, and he's connecting on a lot of his shots here, shooting a high percentage from the field, really giving his team a boost.
Los Angeles has gone 2 of 4 from beyond the arc to start the game. Now here's Kuzma. 11 points for him in that last game against Sacramento. LeBron kicks to Kuzma. Rebound Atlanta. Spellman guarded by Kuzma. The dish to Young. Pass to Prince. Back to Young. The Hawks need to get off a shot here. The shot, and it's good with time running down on the shot clock. And now just a 3-point Los Angeles lead. Ball against Young. Over Prince. Len grabs the board.
You just make the assumption that's going down. I mean, an uncontested mid-range jumper, I think he should have buried it, but you know what? He didn't. It happened.
And the pass to ball. Lobbed up there for Chandler. Throws down the alley-oop slam.
You know, the athletic game of Chandler helps tremendously. He's awesome at flying up to complete alley-oops.
And that unleashed chaos replay presented by Under Armour. Cover Havoc, giving us a chance to relive that exciting play. Atlanta calls timeout. And Greg, what else is there to say about LeBron? One of the best to ever play the game.
I mean, he's been the face of the league for so long, and he's done a tremendous justice to that title. Has always played with so many expectations and really has met every single one of them. It's a once-in-a-lifetime chance to see a guy like LeBron in the NBA, and he's truly been a generational talent.
Here's what the Lakers are going with right now. Lance Stephenson's checked in for LeBron. Josh Hart comes in for Brandon Ingram. Rajon Rondo is subbed in for Ball. Now here's Len. He's coming off a 19-point game against Detroit.
And not just the scoring. It was also how fierce he was on defense, grabbing 3 steals on the night as well.
The shot's good from Carter.
And the awareness from Len, outstanding. A true point guard who really sees the floor well.
Nobody near Stevenson. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Here's Bembry. Another 3 for Atlanta.
Yeah, that's 2 bombs in a row from long range.
Rondo looking over the floor. Dishes to Stevenson. Stolen by Carter. Pass break here. Here come the Hawks. Here's Bembry. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact. Now let's take a moment to get your guys' take on the scoring so far for the Hawks.
They've definitely had a hot hand from 3-point range. Always nice to get off to a good start.
The other thing they've had going for them tonight is their passing. I mean, doing a nice job. Plenty of their points early on coming off assists.
That one is off.
And, you know, I think if you're a Lakers fan, you've got to be excited about this young core. I mean, had a fantastic draft in 2017 and got really good building block players in Ball, Kuzma, and Hart.
So neither attempt will fall that time for him. And here's Chandler, who brings it up for the Los Angeles Lakers. They trail by 1. And that one's good by Stevenson. Guys back and forth this first half.
And this could continue to go back and forth the entire way.
To the paint. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up and 2 shots coming up.
All right, a chance to look at the stats for Stevenson. How he performed last season. Last season put up about 9 points a game, 5 rebounds, and 3 assists. And you look at those numbers, not bad, but guys, I think he can do better, and he knows it.
And he has high expectations for himself as well, guys, but he just hasn't delivered fully on his potential yet.
First one falls for him. Both shots good from the stripe. The Lakers trail. Rondo kicks to Hart. Here's Kuzma, and he takes it in for the layup off a very nice feed. Kuzma's got 9.
You know, once Kuzma has the position he wants inside, he does his thing fearlessly.
Rondo against Len. Feeds to Dedmon. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him. And this is his second trip to the line in the game. First one falls for him. Kentavious Caldwell-Pope. He's checked in for Kyle Kuzma. He hits both from the stripe. There's 25 seconds left to play here in the first. Stevenson outside. Out to the right wing. Just 5 to shoot. Rondo. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up.
And just enjoy watching Rondo utilize that speed on the drive. Just kind of nice through the defense there and dares you to attack him.
Lakers shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game.
And one of the weaker areas for this group, only shot about 71% from the line a season ago.
Shooting 2.
And that one falls for Rondo.
And when engaged, Rondo is special. A triple-double threat who does a little bit of everything for his squad.
And so he's able to get 1 of 2.
They should be in front right now, but he'll be relieved not to have come up totally empty there.
And so it's LeBron James making things happen for Los Angeles. He finishes with 9 points in the quarter. The D is having all sorts of problems with him. We've got more NBA basketball coming your way in just a minute. You may not remember Vince Carter traded on draft night for his college teammate Antoine Jamison, but he talked about that crazy exchange.
So as I'm sitting back there, he's like, there's been a trade, you know, Toronto Raptors and Golden State make a trade for Antoine James and Vince Carter right there. So our families are sitting right next to each other. So they're fixing the hat, and all of a sudden it's like, all right, here's your hat. All right, give us that hat. Move forward. So it was just the weirdest thing.
The 5th and 6th picks in the draft, both of them went on to great careers.
And draft day trades happen all the time, but being traded for your college teammate, a pick apart, that's pretty unique.
Neither team able to build much of a lead up to this point as we start the second quarter. And taking a look at the Lakers' performance here, what have they been doing or not doing in the game?
For me, that defense in the first period, just tremendous shot blocking.
Yeah, it's been impressive for me too, Greg. I mean, they've snuffed out a lot of shots, and I think they've had an intimidating effect on the opponent.
This is how the floor looks for the Hawks starting the second quarter. Carter is out there with Poitras. Then it's Dwayne Dedmon. Then it's Jeremy Lin. And it's Bembry in at the 2. Here's Rondo. Lots of physical play, Clark, during your time in the NBA. That's been toned down to a degree. Do you miss it being a bigger part of the game now?
You know what? I think it's still a very physical game. The rules have changed. The way the game is officiated has certainly changed.
2 shots.
Some of the tough fouls that you saw in decades past don't exist as much. But I still think the game is extremely physical. So I'm glad to see us move in the direction of toning that down a bit. There's enough physicality in the game.
That's also good. So he hits both free throws. The Hawks trail by 4. And we've played through the first minute here in the second. Unloads from 13. Lin's shot is off.
Not pretty. You just got to shake off a miss like that.
And Hart has it in the corner. That shot off. Good work defensively by Carter. Dedmon inside. Chandler on him. Count it. Dedmon's got 6 points.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
And so it's Rondo bringing it up for the Lakers. He kicks to Caldwell Pope. And it's Rondo in the corner. In the corner, it's Stevenson. Shot on the wing. That one a tad offline to the right, but drops in for him. Stevenson's got his second basket of the night. The Hawks trail by 4. Passes it to the Bembry for 3. The Lakers with the rebound. Rondo kicks to Hart. Basket is good. The assist from Rondo.
Yeah, and Rondo just working the ball around there. He loves finding his teammates when they're open in the sweet spots.
They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
In the pass to Dedmon. Here's Bembry. Tipped away. Carter for 3. Up and in. Off to an efficient start. 2 for 3 from the field.
And guarding him on the perimeter isn't a priority for them right now, but if this continues, it will be.
Now let's go to the sideline and catch up with our Hall of Famer, David Aldridge.
Well, of course, there's no shortage of storylines in Los Angeles. Now, last season, some people thought that Lakers coach Luke Walton had lost his players, and the front office seemed slow to come to his defense. Now, Walton was a high-profile hire from Golden State in 2016, and you wonder if the Lakers will remain committed to their young coach if they can't start winning more regularly. Kevin?
All right, David, thank you. The Hawks have made 5 of 8 of their free throw attempts.
And at the line last season, about 78% as a team. Pretty solid numbers.
The first free throw is good. JaVale McGee's checked in for Los Angeles. And a switch here also for Atlanta. Kent Bazemore's checked in for Poythress. And he makes both free throws. Rondo with the ball. Stevenson outside. 17-foot shot on the way. He hits the back iron and sinks the shot. Stevenson's got 6.
That's a clean look they gave him there, fellas, and he drains those.
Bazemore with it. Now guarded by Caldwell Pope. Bounce pass Bazemore. Here's Bembry. 5 points in the game. Clock at 4. Trying his luck deep. Shot is good, and the Los Angeles leads cut down to just 2 points with the bucket from Bazemore. For Los Angeles, they've gone 5 of 6 so far from the field in the second quarter. Stevenson outside. Back to Rondo. And denied. He sends it right off the glass. Bembry kicks to Carter. That misses. Had a chance to tie it there. Here's Rondo. That's short off the rim. Atlanta's gone 5 of 10 from downtown tonight. 50% exactly. 13 feet away. In Atlanta again with the bucket.
And Lynn's jumper is money. Got to throw him off balance if you're the defense. When you don't, he cashes in.
And Dwayne Dedmon, a player who started his NBA career late, was a rookie at age 24 and then floated around to several teams. But he has gone from being an end-of-the-bench guy to an important rotation player in just the last few seasons.
Man, when he's got the height advantage down low, it's over. Forget about it. It's a wrap. You got to send more help if you're the defense.
Here's Rondo. Dedmon with the block. Pass to Carter. He made that one. Basket number 3 for him. He's also missed 2. And with Dedmon and the teams he's played with, You know, he always has found a way, Greg, to slot in and give you good minutes.
Yeah, what I love about him is he knows who he is as a player and plays to his strengths. Never gives up on a play on either end of the floor. And now he's even added a three-point shot to his arsenal to kind of further expand his versatility.
And the Lakers making a change here. James is checked in. They need this. McGee finds James. And it's Rondo in the corner. Offensive rebound. Off with the layup.
The defense did not do a good job guarding that one, Kevin. Don't know how he missed that layup.
We always talk about the need for front court players who can both shoot and defend along the perimeter. Clark, if you're taking that in mind, who would you point to as the prototype for the new school big?
Well, I think the guy with the most potential in that regard is Joel Embiid. I mean, he's agile. He's got a nice touch. He's got three-point range. He's got post-up ability. And I think he can become an impactful defender because of his physical attributes. So he would be the poster guy for me in terms of the potential prototype for the new school big.
That free throw missing.
Carter just a freak of nature, one of the best dunkers the game has ever seen, a top-tier shooting guard who just embraces the spotlight.
Looking at who's out there now for the Lakers. Brandon Ingram, he's checked in for Caldwell Pope. And it's Lonzo Ball in for Rajon Rondo. Then for the Hawks, Alex Len's checked in for Dwayne Dedmon. Young is subbed in for Jeremy Lin. Well, it was the Los Angeles Lakers winning their last game against the Kings in Sacramento. So timeout called here, the first for Los Angeles.
And not surprising, obviously unhappy with the lack of response from his team.
Can't blame him. I mean, the effort hasn't been there, just has not been there. Hopefully, he can get the fire lit.
Now let's take a look at how the shots have been divided up between three-point shots and two-point shots for the Hawks.
They are shooting the lights out from beyond on really limited attempts. So you have to think they ought to feed those hot hands on the perimeter and see if they can keep this thing going.
To the inside. Oh, and they get in the way of the alley-oop. Not to be. Good play defensively. Carter outside. The Hawks working the ball around. Young outside. Puts up a three. And that one is off. And the Lakers will go the other way with it. Here's Ball. He trains the quick shot. Ball's got 7 points in the game.
Hey, it's not picture perfect, but it is a smooth shot that Ball shoots. Excellent at scoring from here. You got to D him up.
Herter, he's covered by Ingram. And that one drops. And the Hawks lead by 5.
Give an assist there, not for the pass, but for the solid screen set on the inside that freed him up and made the layup possible.
Here's LeBron. Carter pulls it in.
And being that close to the hoop, I thought he had enough room to finish that one.
And James picks up the foul. That's foul number 2 for him.
Aggressiveness is fine, but you can't be this over-aggressive. I think he's got to dial it back some. They need him on the floor.
Kyle Kuzma's checked in for the Lakers. Here's Bazemore, and he makes that one. Bazemore's got 5 points in the quarter.
Boy, you can see the connection these guys have. They ran the play well. The defense had no idea how to deal with it.
They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
Now, here's Ball. 7 points in the game. It's good. And the Hawks lead is cut to just 5 points on the basket from Ingram. And so Young will bring it up for the Atlanta Hawks. Len passes to Bazemore. Spellman guarded by Kuzma. Kicks to Bazemore. Just 5 on the clock. From deep three-point range, it's hauled in by Los Angeles. McGee's got his 4th rebound in this one. Kuzma. And Kuzma slams it in.
Boy, he makes it look so easy, doesn't he? Rising off the ground like that. Kuzma takes a lot of pride, not only in finishing with finesse, but power, too.
Now, here is Young. He's coming off a 16-point game against Detroit.
And they were just struggling to stop him. They sent him to the line over and over, and the free throws were a big part of the game.
Now, Ball. After the missed three from Trae Young. Goes back up. And Ball puts it in. Ball's got 9.
You know, no matter what you throw at him, this kid is unflappable. He's muscling through defensive contact and still scoring. That's impressive.
Spellman. The Hawks again can't hit.
And gotta like what they've been doing down low in the post.
I certainly do. You know, I like to see guys do their work inside. Their rebounding has been excellent, and that's always important in a close game.
And the whistle blows as the basket counts, and a three-point play chance right here. One free throw coming up.
And at the offensive end, he's done about as much as they could have hoped for today.
The Lakers have shot 75% at the stripe, 6 of 8. Taurean Prince, he's checked in for the Hawks.
One shot.
Free throw good, James.
And really, even at this stage of his career, James just seems ageless. He continues to dominate night in and night out.
Now, here is Young, stolen by McGee. Ingram outside. In the corner, it's James. Pass to Kuzma. That one is good again. He's 6 for 8 from the floor with the basket.
Nice to see how easy he takes over games. Makes it look elementary. I mean, that's why they feed him the rock so much.
Atlanta calls timeout. As the teams head into this timeout, a chance for the coaches now to map out some plays for the next few minutes and a chance for the players to rehydrate with some Gatorade. That's important if they want to make sure they don't wear down later in the game.
Absolutely. Over the course of a game, you have to stay hydrated.
Here's Young after the basket by Los Angeles. Misses from short range.
You know, Kevin, this team is struggling a bit right now. I mean, I hope he can find his rhythm and start making his shots out there soon. Otherwise, ...
And here's Young after LeBron James hitting the three. Young dishes to Prince. The pass to Len. Herter. He's covered by Ingram. And so the ball's out of bounds. Ingram touched it last.
And checking out the numbers for Lonzo Ball, a very nice season for him last year. Averaged about 10 points a game, 7 assists and 7 rebounds. And his playmaking really stands out, making his teammates better offensively with his terrific passing.
Yeah, he's outstanding at controlling the tempo. I mean, keeps the ball moving and, of course, finds the open man.
And they continue to control the glass.
Guys, I think they've simply been the more physical team, and that's why they're ahead.
Los Angeles making a switch here. Hart's checked in. And they call an illegal screen here. Here are the top distributors from last season. These guys always seem to find the open man. LeBron James second. Rajon Rondo fourth.
And really two terrific distributors. I mean, the first thing you look for in a teammate is the ability to get you the ball, and they both have that down to a T.
And the dunk by James.
And you can sense they're starting to take charge here.
You know, they seem to be on the same page out there, Greg. I mean, definitely the momentum is with them.
It's Prince on the wing. We've got 1:23 left here in the second. Rebounded by McGee.
And just not able to find the target from three-point range here in the second quarter, although he did knock down one in the first.
Controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Well, I agree with you. 4 of their last 5 baskets have been exactly of that variety.
Yeah, really frustrating right now. They just can't seem to stem the tide here.
Yeah, you know, it's one of those days. Sometimes you're the windshield, sometimes you're the bug. Sometimes it's just not working for you.
Here's Poitras. Shots good from Young.
The most lethal part of Young's game. His outside shot is often on the money.
We've got 33 seconds left in the second quarter. And LeBron James gets it to go.
He's been turned up this quarter, showing a lot of confidence and sinking a lot of his shots.
The dish to Prince. Stolen by McGee. Kuzma kicks to Hart. Pass to James. And that one is off. And so it's Los Angeles with a 10-point lead. Some breathing room heading into the break. They're shooting the ball so well in this one. A great performance from the field. And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thank you, Kevin. Here with Kentavious Caldwell-Pope. And Kentavious, you guys were getting a lot of offensive rebounds in the first half. How important was that?
I mean, they was important, man. We got to keep them off the glass. We can't get them second shot, and we got an offensive rebound too as well. Get us some second chance at the basket and just keep working hard.
Well, you made it work in the first half, KCP. Thanks a lot. Back to you, Kevin.
Thanks, David. And we'll be back shortly following halftime to get the third quarter underway.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Ernie Johnson here with Shaq and Kenny, and a favorite time of the year as we're halfway through one of the first games of this fresh NBA season. LeBron James had it going on in the first quarter. He ended up with 19 points, 2 rebounds, and 1 steal. And taking a look at the Lakers, Shaq, what'd you think?
Well, they've been playing with some toughness. And it's led to a nice lead for them, not just on the scoreboard, but in the rebounding numbers. And now they need to stay mean, Ernie. Cannot lose that edge in the second half.
Talk to me, Kenny. How did you think Atlanta played?
Well, they're facing a team that shot very well in the first half. Now, that being said, they probably weren't aggressive enough on the defensive end. That was the difference.
And that's going to do it for our halftime show, sadly. Third quarter about to start. See you again after the final.
Horn. Oh, buzzer.
All right, the second half beginning in just a moment. It's been a clinic out there by James.
Well, they've done a good job of letting the game come to them, and really few forced shots here so far.
And, you know, Greg, I like how they've set the pace. There's a lot of time left in this one, so there's no rush. You don't have to go 70 miles an hour. Keep it at about 45.
Los Angeles leading by 10. Inside, we've got Kuzma and McGee. Ingram is out there with Lonzo Ball. And it's James in at the 3 spot. That's who's in the game for the Lakers. And the foul on Kent Bazemore. That's his 4th foul of the contest.
That foul gives him 4, so he's got to settle down a bit.
Young against Ball. Lets it go from 11. And the dunk by LeBron.
And when James gets going, there's no stopping him. Just a dynamite scorer who feels he can get any shot he wants.
Now here's Bazemore. So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there.
Wow, he got whacked on that one. Shouldn't be much debate there.
Blatant contact. Straightforward call. Simple.
For Atlanta, they have had 12 attempts at the line, making 8 so far.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
The free throw dropped for Bazemore. And so Bazemore nails both of them. Los Angeles leading by 10. Ball kicks to Ingram. Prince with the defensive effort. Atlanta's gotten the three-point bug tonight. They've taken 15 shots outside the arc. 6 of 15. Paul with a wide open look. No good with the triple.
And they're 1 of 4 here to start the second half. And looking at Prince's game, you know, he could be the ultimate complementary player. A good shooter, doesn't need a ton of touches, solid enough on defense, and is showing signs of improvement.
Here's James following the basket by Trae Young. And here's Ingram from the arc. They get the rebound and the slam dunk by McGee.
And Kevin, plays like that, really the reason they've got a nice lead right now. Just a great job on the glass.
And Greg, the jam and the follow gets their whole bench jumping. Look at them. They are really into it.
Yeah, they sure are. That's a little salt in the wound there. I mean, they take a miss and turn it into one of the plays of the game. That hurts.
JaVale McGee grabs the miss. Lakers leading by 10. And here is Ball. Kicks it out to LeBron. And the officials call a traveling violation. Here's what the Atlanta Hawks have lined up on their schedule. On Tuesday, they'll be matching up against Kevin Durant and the Golden State Warriors. Then on Thursday, they'll be taking on Paul Millsap and the Denver Nuggets.
And for the matchup with the Pacers, it's always interesting for top teams to see how they compare to the best in the East. This will be a chance to see just what this group is made of.
Prince kicks it to Bazemore. Shot clock at 6. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. And with Prince, his versatility between forward spots also is an asset to the team.
And when I called Prince a complimentary player, I didn't mean it as a slight. It just plays with an approach and style that fits well with any team and any leading scorer. Players like him tend to have a long, productive career in our league.
Shooting 2.
The first free throw is good. Rajon Rondo is checked in for Ball. Dwayne Dedmon's checked in for the Hawks. And so Bazemore nails both of them. Just under 2.5 minutes into the third quarter now. James, the pass to Kuzma. Back to James. Up and in. That's his 10th make in the contest. He has only taken 13 shots.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Yeah, I think they've got to ramp up the aggressiveness, Greg. I mean, if they don't, things are just going to get worse from here.
Time called here. The Hawks decide to talk it over.
Yeah, the amount of points they've given up here in the paint, that's what they got to talk about.
Absolutely, Greg. I mean, they're getting crushed, killed, hammered, pulverized in the post.
Let's take this chance to see which of last season's teams had the most second chance points in the league. The Lakers second,
This was a team that was really savvy when it came to getting position under the boards and then getting those offensive putbacks.
Dedmon kicks to Prince. Pass to Dedmon. Back to Young. Clock at 6.
And physically, there's no doubt they've been the stronger team. A +10 rebound advantage tells you all you need to know.
Boy, he has been cold for a while now.
Yeah, he has been, and he's got to find his stroke because he's holding back his team as a result of his poor shooting.
Okay, well, let's check in with David Aldridge, who's reporting from the sideline.
Well, guys, Kyle Kuzma had a tough upbringing in Flint, Michigan. He said they had the recession, lead in the water. It was like an urban war zone. We probably moved 14 times before I was 16. Basketball was my key, and his drive to succeed in the NBA was born of a desire to escape that environment. Kevin?
A tremendous work ethic, David. Thank you. Here's James. Uses the glass to finish the layup. James has got 25 points.
Not a lot of resistance on the inside, and they're taking full advantage.
Greg, the play in the paint has gone almost entirely all their way.
Now here's Bazemore. 11 points in the game. And Len has it in the corner. And here's Prince outside. And there's the foul. It's on Dwayne Dedmon. That's foul number 2 for him. Tyson Chandler, he's checked in for Los Angeles. Bembry's checked in for the Hawks. Jeremy Lin comes in for Young. And here is Los Angeles now. Rondo finds James. Back to Rondo. Shakes off the strong D and gets to the bucket for 2. Rondo's got the lead up to 12 now for the Lakers. The Hawks have gone 2 of 6 from the field here in the third. Lets a floater go. Hawks passing it around. Back to Dedmon. Oh, and they get in the way of the alley-oop. Not to be. Good play defensively. Ingram wide open. Misses off the left iron.
Nobody even close to him, and he can't believe he doesn't knock it down.
He kicks it to LeBron. The 15-footer, good. LeBron's got 8 points here in this quarter. And a closer look here at the hustle stats for the Lakers.
The activity level defensively, I've really been impressed with. There's been an attack mode on the defensive end.
They've repeatedly gotten out on the break tonight as well and scored a lot of baskets in transition.
And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact. It's on Rajon Rondo.
And for Len, missing the season last year, he's just glad to be back. His playmaking and creativity is something that this team needs. As long as he's healthy and playing aggressively, he'll be an effective guard option.
2 shots.
And that one falls for Lin. And with Lin, he made a point upon returning from injury, saying he will not change how he plays.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of guys, they'll shy away from contact after experiencing a torn patella like Lin did, but he knows that he is at his best going at defenders and absorbing that contact. He said he'll try and be more aware of how he lands, but has no plans of changing his game.
And Jeremy Lin, a fan favorite in the league, partly due to that month of Linsanity when he burst on the scene.
We love underdogs, Kevin, all of us. Fans from across the world love an underdog, and that's part of what Lin was, back in action after that tough knee injury that forced him to miss 2018, looking for good things from Jeremy Lin.
Bazemore with it, now guarded by Caldwell Pope. Count it, and the Laker lead has been cut down to 12 points on that basket from Carter. And it's Rondo with the ball for the Lakers. Kicks it to James. Over Carter. No good there off the double clutch. Atlanta's gotten blank from three-point land so far in the third. Still 0 for 3. Pulled the shot a little left, but the bounce goes his way. Bazemore's got 8 here in the quarter. Lakers leading by 10. Pass to Caldwell Pope. With the fadeaway. LeBron can't get it to go.
You know, not sure if he's playing to the crowd, but no need for the fadeaway on that shot.
Carter inside the three-point line. Had a chance there to cut it to single digits, but it's off target. And Los Angeles guys shooting 56% in this game, really stringing quality possessions together offensively. And the pass to Bazemore. Puts up a 3. Rajon Rondo with the rebound. The Lakers shooting 39% from the floor since the half. Not really what they had in mind. LeBron against Carter. James. And the Lakers with another miss. The Hawks trail by 10. Passes it to Bembry. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. It's on Rajon Rondo.
Two shots.
First free throw is good.
This is as good as it gets from the charity stripe here in the second.
Yeah, you know what? And I think they've just got to keep on keeping on. Keep drawing contact, attacking, getting to the line. That will certainly give them a chance to get back into the game.
Josh Hart, he's checked in for Tyson Chandler. No good on the second free throw. Los Angeles leading by 9. Here's Rondo. Good, and the assist goes to LeBron. James has got 3 assists now in this one.
And at his best is Rondo when he's attacking in the paint. Beautiful little floater there. Easy to get it up and over the defense.
And the rebounding has been key to their success here tonight.
It has been a lopsided battle on the boards, no doubt.
Lynn with it. He's picked up by James. Bembry kicks to Lynn. Herter. He's guarded by Caldwell Pope. 5 to shoot. Bembry the pass to Lynn. Here's Carter. He drains it as the shot clock ticks down. Carter's got 4 points in the quarter. LA's gotten blank from three-point land so far in the third. Still 0 for 3. Here's James. And it's Lynn with the rebound. The Hawks trail by 9. And he finishes nicely on the layup. Lynn's got 6.
You know, Lynn is a really creative scorer, especially when he knifes inside the heart of the defense. He's just got nice body control and a real awareness as to what shot works best.
Oh, and just a soft touch on both ends of that pretty alley-oop.
I got to say, when he threw the pass, I didn't know where it was going.
Neither did the defense.
Pass to Poitras. Outside, Lynn. And a miss there on the triple. Los Angeles leading by 9. And it's Rondo in the corner. No good on the triple.
This shot's just, it's not there right now. With his team leading, perhaps, you know, let's focus on some other areas of the game.
Here's Bembry. 8 points for him. Lets it go from deep. Connects from three-point range. He's got 11.
You know, maybe he's not one of the elite sharpshooters, but even still, that's not a shot the D can afford to give him.
James kicks to Hart. Drilled from 11 feet out. Hart's got his 3rd bucket of the night. Here is Lynn. 6 points for him. There's a minute 34 left to play in the third. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. They've led by as many as 14 points.
And really credit their advantage on the backboard. That's where the lead has been built, and that's why they are in control.
Greg, simply controlling the glass. I mean, plus 10 is the advantage in rebounds right now.
And so it looks like the Hawks will retain possession here. Some changes for the Lakers. JaVale McGee comes in for Lance Stevenson, and Ball subbed in for Rajon Rondo. Los Angeles on D, 8-point game. Here's Bembry. He's guarded by Caldwell Pope. 5 on the clock. There's the three. Bembry misses. And Los Angeles guys shooting it really well. 54% from the floor. Out of bounds, Atlanta will take possession. And while we've got this moment here now, let's take a look at last season's leaders in converting turnovers into points. Number 5, the Hawks.
And this team, in terms of scoring off of turnovers, that became the identity. I mean, they really look to disrupt and cause problems defensively, and boy, do they take advantage on the other end.
We've got 33 seconds left in the third quarter of the game. Here's Young. It doesn't go for him. And the Lakers going the other way now.
And you know what? He's just not on his game. No doubt about it. Their deficit isn't totally on him, but he has not been an asset for his team.
Now Ball. 9 points in the game so far. He kicks it to James. Down low. And it's McGee with the jam.
Oh, and the lead gets bigger on a ridiculous offensive sequence.
That dunk alone would have been spectacular. Never mind it coming at the end of an alley-oop.
Well, I tell you what, they've got this team just a step away from being completely sleep.
And so it's the Los Angeles Lakers going into the break with a 10-point lead. They're playing a bruising game inside, and it's working for them. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. Let's listen now to head coach Luke Walton review the game plan with his team.
Hey, great job on defense of communicating, and on offense just making a simple pass. We'll get great looks. Keep making the simple pass, first open guy, and on defense, keep talking that out.
Luke always stressing, Greg, communication and defense.
I mean, when everyone's talking and playing for one another, the game gets easier.
Just 1 quarter left in regulation. Welcome back, everyone. Thanks for tuning in. Fourth quarter on the court for the Hawks.
And a depth mid-range shooter as well. All Young needs is a little breathing room, and he set the fire.
Hart kicks to James. A tad short, but it's good off the front iron. James has got 14 points now in the second half.
And he has just been in a flow offensively. Terrific game. He has been the X factor.
Spellman guarded by Kuzma. Spellman finds the bottom of the bucket from 13 feet out. Lakers leading by 8. Hart the pass to Ball. And McGee kicks to Ball. Floats one up, and it's good on the way in.
And Ball has so much confidence on this floater, in addition to a nice touch with it, so that makes it really hard to deal with.
Pass to Len. The Hawks working the ball around. Young with the ball. Now guarded by Ball. Can't hit from the corner.
And a big lead for them on both the scoreboard and the backboard thus far.
Yeah, rebounding has been a big key in this one, Greg. They've asserted their will and have taken control on the glass.
Young against Ball. Spellman. No good with the triple. Lakers have gotten all 3 of their shots to drop here in the fourth quarter. They came out of the break on a roll. LeBron with the bucket.
And he can smell blood in the water. Excellent finish.
Yeah, no let up. The killer instinct on display, trying to put this team away. I love the tenacity.
Floats one up. McGee with the block. And now Ball pushing it up. No one back to stop him.
And that monster lead continues to grow. They are just piling it on now.
Yeah, it looks too easy for him. Almost looks too easy for him, I should say, Greg. I mean, their chemistry really, really at a high level.
Spellman. And once again off the mark by Atlanta. Here's Los Angeles now. Big stretch here going 10-2. Ball kicks to James. Ball, the pass to Kuzma. It falls for his 7th bucket of the contest. He's 7 for 9.
I'm sorry, that's poor defense down low again. It's been a mismatch thus far in the paint.
I'd agree with you, and I don't think they expected this one to be a game where they would get battered inside like they have.
And the Lakers making a change here. Ingram's checked in, and the Hawks making a change here as well. Bazemore's checked in. Los Angeles on D. Lenka kicks it to Bazemore. Tries from 10. Offensive rebound. Prince's shot is good.
Yeah, how about the purpose with which he's crashing the backboards right now? Some hard-earned second chance points.
And there's the pass to Kuzma. The three-pointer, no good. The Hawks trail by 16. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Back to McGee, and the slam dunk by McGee.
Boy, Ball has a nice feel for when his guys are open. He's solid, really solid when it comes to getting his teammates clean looks.
And a tremendous Unleash Chaos replay coming to you courtesy of Under Armour Hover Havoc. Spellman, a three-pointer, no good.
He's still looking for his first three-pointer of the second half after making just one in the first.
Here's Kuzma. And so he draws the foul on the shot, a trip to the line to shoot 2.
Love the size and athleticism Kuzma possesses. He uses both of them well to draw these fouls.
And he knocks down the first one.
Kyle Kuzma is a guy who burst on the scene during his rookie year and is a fun player to watch. He's a guy that really has an outstanding all-around game.
That one falls, so he hits both of them. Look at rebounding now, Clark. Teams relying less on one guy and more on collective team rebounding, especially, it seems, on the defensive end.
Yeah, and you think about it, Kevin, with the space and pace game, positionless basketball, if you will, or versatile basketball that takes place, more guys are spread out and away from the goal. Bigger guys are not always camped in the lane, so everybody's got to rebound the ball, more so today than in past decades because, again, the three-point shots are coming at a rapid rate. Longer rebounds are available now, so everybody's got to be attuned to rebounding the ball.
You have to guard Young tight. You got to know he's thinking of shooting as soon as the ball hits his hands.
Ball, the pass to James. And Trae Young gets the whistle that time. That'll be his second foul of the game. Ball's knocked loose and stolen by Prince.
They're doing well overall, but the turnovers have been the exception.
Yeah, it has been, and they've been able to overcome the carelessness to this point, but I'm sure the coaching staff wants that to get cleaned up right now.
Nice ball movement here by Atlanta. It's Young on the wing. Good on the triple.
This guy will really make you pay if you leave him enough room outside.
Lakers leading by 13. Now, here's Ball. Ingram outside. Offensive rebound. From down in the low post, it goes. James has got 39.
Impeccable mechanics this quarter. He's been perfect from the field.
Here's Young. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up and 2 shots coming up.
Yeah, and the work they've done at the line has been impressive here in the second half.
Shoot 2.
First free throw is good.
And one of the problems in the first half, that shoddy work at the free throw line. They needed to fix that, and they've been much improved since the break.
And so Young nails them both.
Pretty obvious Young believes in his ability. A fearless shooter who also does a good job at orchestrating the offense.
Ingram kicks to James. Back to Ingram. The kick out to LeBron. 6 on the shot clock. Ball. Money from the wing. Ball's got 6 in the quarter.
Yeah, you got to admire really how smoothly Ball takes over games with his scoring. I mean, he knows he can pretty much get his shot off at any time from any spot.
Bazemore for 3. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. McGee's got rebound number 11 for him here tonight. Kuzma passes the ball. And the Lakers get it back.
There's another opportunity, and everything's going right for these guys.
Great hustle on display, and you know what? It's paying off with those second chance points.
Boy, you can get a lot of momentum, Greg, getting a timely offensive rebound, and they've had more than their share.
And so Young will bring it up for Atlanta. Kicks to Len. Bazemore on the wing. He's covered by Ingram. Bazemore, no one around him. Busts the J after the cagey pass fake.
And, you know, he's enjoyed the kind of day you expect in terms of shooting the basketball. He can bring them right back into this game.
Ball with it, and Young picks him up defensively. Back to Ingram. The 3. That falls. Nice feed that time from Ball. Ball's got 6 assists here tonight.
And, you know, really, Ingram is consistent in nailing these perimeter shots. You got to get a hand up or he's going to bury it every time.
Pass to Young. And the call will be against Lonzo Ball. That'll be his 2nd foul of the game. We're hearing more players and coaches express their political beliefs, their social concerns, trying to, in a positive way, affect change, Clark.
And Kevin, I applaud it, respect it, admire it, and can't get enough of it. As long as players and coaches are well informed about that which they talk about, and most of the NBA guys are. And I think it's important that wherever we are in life that we use our platforms to express our views. That's part of what being a citizen of this country is about. So I don't think you necessarily compartmentalize your life. If there are issues that are dear to you, that you want to speak out on and educate yourself about, then you use your platform for that purpose while performing your job, which just happens to be playing NBA basketball or coaching NBA basketball.
And that's how you answer back.
Exactly, Greg. I mean, go right back at them. Show them you can shoot from outside all night long.
Back to Ingram from deep. And again, it's the Lakers from deep.
Man, the triples keep falling, guys. That's 3 in a row.
I think they're playing too soft on the perimeter. They can't stay so soft. They've got to get up into the shooters here.
Prince kicks it to Bazemore. Ball against Young. Sinks the three-pointer.
And that's what you give up when you don't fight over the screen.
Yeah, I agree with you wholeheartedly. I mean, not a lot of effort put forth on defense there. I mean, I think he's definitely got to play up on him more and off the screen in that situation.
Ball against Young. Shot clock at 6. A floater, and he's fouled on the shot. One free throw coming up.
Defense has no answer for him. I mean, none. They look completely lost. He's been on fire.
Clark, when you were playing to complement your inside game, you had that wonderful mid-range jumper, but more and more, players are going away from it.
I think it's all driven by analytics, Kevin. I mean, everything is about the three-point shot, efficiency of your possessions, go for three when you can or get it to the rim. And that makes sense from a mathematical standpoint. From a game standpoint, though, if a quality shot is a mid-range shot for a good shooter, I think you should take them all the time. I mean, that would just be my posture. So I differ with the analytics. I understand what they say. But if I was coaching, guys get a good mid-range jumper from a quality shooter, we're shooting it every time.
Ball kicks to Ingram. Here's McGee, and the slam dunk by McGee. Great game for him, double-double now. 10 points and 12 rebounds.
And the second chance becomes a dunk. We could feel over here.
GA, such a good, aggressive play in the paint.
Guys, it's all about persistence on the offensive glass. You just can't ever give up on a play.
Time called here. The Hawks decide to talk it over. You look at James, what a contribution.
I mean, he's getting to the rack all game, and if they can't do a better job of keeping him out of the paint, they're in for a long night.
And now we've got a moment for our Jordan player of the game, LeBron James.
Yeah, and his performance has been a jaw dropper. It must have been feeling great coming into the building tonight, because once he hit the court, it was all working for him. He was in a zone.
The better he played, the more these fans got revved up. And that continued to play out over the course of his amazing performance. To the inside. And the call will be against Lonzo Ball. That's his third foul of the game. Pass to Bazemore. Clark, it always seems the coaches get fired a lot, and there's kind of the rotating names there, but the GMs who hire them stay in place. What's your take on that?
Yeah, you know, it's fairly complex, Kevin. I don't know if we have enough time to delve in it effectively here, but my initial feeling is every circumstance is a little different, and sometimes it's a little easier to move the coach than the general manager for whatever reason. But there should be more accountability for GMs, not just for who they draft, but also who they hire as coaches. So I'm mixed, but I kind of understand why sometimes the coach is a little more readily expendable.
And Young kicks to Len. 5 to shoot. And stolen by Kuzma. LeBron up top. Ingram outside. And the bucket counts. 3-point chance here.
Hey, I know Ingram looks a little wispy and light, but his strength is deceptive. And, you know, you look at Brandon Ingram, and he made some big steps last year in his development, and it takes time. You've got to give young guys, I think, 4 to 6 years before you know how good they can be and who they're going to be. He took on more of the offensive load for the team and had some big-time games. I think he's learning to be the scorer that the team hoped he would be when they took him second overall.
One shot.
And that one falls for Ingram. And with Ingram, it hasn't all been smooth sailing as he becomes the scorer the team wants him to be.
But I think the potential is there, Kevin. He's shown you flashes now. The key is, can he improve his efficiency? And that just comes with shot selection, understanding where and how to get your best shot. You know, defenses are starting to make him a bullet point in the scouting report. Still, if you're a fan of his, I think you've got to love his potential, and I am a fan of his. I think this guy can be a lethal scorer.
Here's Stevenson, and the basket is good.
And so it's going to end up in the record books as a blowout, a dominating performance for the Lakers.
And as we watch the game wind down, you have to look back at all the second chance points these guys generated.
Yeah, they clearly won the second chance points category. Possession after possession, we watched them go after the ball and make misses turn into makes.
And it'll go down as their first official win of the new year.
And in the season series, they'll end up taking the upper hand with this first victory for the matchup, a 1-0 record against the Hawks.
And you know, when you look at the huge impact he had, just a monster game for LeBron.
And I thought the defense really looked lost out there, helpless. He had an answer for whatever they threw his way.
Shots good from Young.
And guys, you got to ask, where was this effort when it mattered? The game's over now.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, frustrating to say the least. I mean, don't even know why they're trying anymore. This one is a wrap.
Chandler kicks to Stevenson. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for two. Vince Carter picks one up.
When Lance Stevenson is focused, he's very dangerous, has a ton of talent, good, strong physical body, athletic, versatile. He does a lot of good things out there.
Two shots. Relax on the first.
That free throw, no good. And he sinks the second. 1 second separating the shot clock and game clock. Young against Rondo. Ball's knocked loose. So it's Los Angeles winning this one easily. This game may not have been the most exciting we've ever seen, but you have to appreciate just what a clinical performance they put on.
I know their fans appreciated it, and we saw at times just stretches of excellent defense, potency from an offensive standpoint as well. They were pretty much dominant.
And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thank you, Kevin. LeBron, what is your sense of how the team is playing at the moment?
We have a good thing going right now, and we want to try to keep it going. And the best part about tonight's game was the defensive end. We defended, and we shared the ball, and that's a good ingredient to a win.
It was working at both ends, LeBron. Thank you for your time. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. That concludes the first game of the NBA season. For Clark Kellogg, great.